Brady Plessity, and for the capstone project, I was told to do fairies, and I will be here explaining to you about what fairies are, what they wore, the good and bad ones, and all types of stuff like that. Hope you enjoy. If someone ever brings up the topic fairies around you, you would always think, hey, those are little creatures from a fairy tale that have wings, can fly, and have this magical wand to grant your wishes. Well, that really wasn't the case back during the Renaissance time, which about the 16th and 17th century, a really long time ago. Well, fairies were first introduced to the Renaissance back in 1390, a very long time ago. The English fairy derives from the early modern English fairy, meaning realm of the fays. Fairy, in turn, derives from the Old French from fairy, a derivation from fée, the vulgar Latin. In Old French romance, a fée or a fée was a woman skilled in magic and knew the power and virtue of words, stones, and herbs. Nymphs and fairies were very inspirable during the Renaissance. In the 16th and 17th century, fairies were thought of bad spirits who played tricks on people. They also believed that fairies were the ones that caused diseases, illnesses, and misfortunes to people's lives. But little did people know that fairies just needed human supply with the basic resources which people fearfully supplied. They didn't give them anything. However, the thing that fairies wanted the most was milk and cream, and that's because the fairies were also associated with the dairy industry. And when humans followed fairy commands, fairies were known to cure diseases, bring large quantities of food, clean houses, protect them, bring fortune, and tell the future. So basically, what they're saying is if you just supply the fairies with the basic needs, they will help you succeed and protect you and stuff. But people feared that because they thought they ruined them by not curing diseases, the ones that caused illnesses and misfortune. Fairies back during the Renaissance would wear long fleeces of yellow hair flowing over their shoulders and tucked above their brows with combs of gold. A mantle of green cloth inlaid with wild flowers reached to their middle green pantaloons, buttoned with bobs of silk and sandals of silver formed their underdress. On their shoulders hung quivers of adder sloe stored with precious arrows and bows, fashioned from the rib of man, tipped with gold, ready bent for warfare, where slung by their sides, thus accounted they mounted on steeds. They would often use cobwebs and thistle it down as fabric. Many fairies would have flowers such as dresses or for caps and hats. Now on to fun facts about fairies. Did you know that fairies were greatly debated about being one of the amongst most famous people during the Renaissance? And one theory that is popular with the Scottish and Irish is that fairies are fallen angels that sided with Lucifer against God. Also, fairies are very unique in a lot of ways. Fairies can fly, they can grant wishes, they can do anything for you as long as you help them with any type of need. Also, through much of history, fairies have been described as a beautiful, evil, mischievous, music, loving person. Or, I guess, angel? Because they're either, they're saying human or angel. There were many many rumors about people in the 16th century and how they had to follow the good graces of the fairies to keep them from being punished. So to get what they wanted, they had to help the fairies. Overall, fairies are very fascinating, and I think all you guys should learn about them because this taught me a lot about what they did, who they are, what they wear, and all like the appearances that they have. And it was just really a great experience to learn about fairies, and I really thought they were unique. And I would like to thank you all for letting me share you about fairies or share this to you about fairies. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. I mean, that was the whole goal. So yeah.